Hello guys, welcome to the next episode. Today we will continue and begin with this. The scratch view of barbed wire out of quartz and toilet paper for the fabrics. Now yesterday actually I was on to the internet looking for actual terrain that it was fought over. Give me a few seconds. Okay, this is actually the actual terrain that ROMMEL and Montgomery in their seesaw battle fought over. The other one, okay, this is actually one of the bunker now I think is made into a museum used by them. Okay, what you see is actually vegetation, but I think this one not being a modern. This is an alarming. This is a screenshot. Okay, what actually you see is clump of vegetation in the desert, but I don't think this one is authentic. It's just simply because of cactus. Now, in my research into this terrain, there was mention of Sahara Desert don't have any cactus, native cactus. Although nowadays with international trades or all this, some are actually brought in after World War II. Wait, is there more? Okay, this is actually, for this one is actually the wild, the wilderness over the terrain fort. Okay, there are clumps of vegetation here and there. Now you look at this park, and then you look at this famous World War II picture. I saw this picture first, I think in 1971-72, when I was, I think maybe about maybe 3 years old. No, sorry, can't talk. Maybe 2 or maybe 3 kid compared to I changed the background. Okay, this. So they are actually clumps of green or brown greens here and there. Okay, the other things the other thing I want to touch on is details like this. Okay, this one is actually what you can do as a basic, as a start, not basic, as a start. Now from this let me get in. Okay, you can have something like that. Tattoo showing through. Okay, this is actually one of my ghost view. This is actually the ghost figure that is a modified 1/6. As this scale as compared to this scale. Yeah. Maybe if I play this thing, open it, no. Open it with it cannot be open. I try to open this thing. Oh, it's going to take forever. I think we'll just forget it and move on to this one. If not, it will take forever. Okay, let's get back to this one. Okay, this is actually what can be achieved on basic step from this one. This is an old vintage 20 plus year old haze cup. This is a more modern one. Then from what I show you here and here, on this series of video, you can achieve something like that. This is 1/6 in this one. You blow up this one, it's almost if you compare it to my head, it's actually something like a real size 1:1 scale. Okay, for this ghost build, for this ghost build, this one is actually a commission build. This figurine right now is in USA. The fellow who commissioned me to build this ghost is now in USA. This thing was done, I think, about 2 years back. Yeah, I think it's about 2 years back. But anyway, back to let's get away from the mumbo jumbo. Then we'll get on to the build itself. Set as background. Okay. So we have Rambo, not Rambo, Ramo. This is Rambo. This is Ramo. Okay, let's get on detailing the diorama base. Hopefully the entire piece can be finished today. Okay, let's get on. Okay, focus. Pull you guys back a bit. Okay, for this one, for 1/6 diorama, it's actually quite different when you're doing maybe definitely 1/35, but maybe 1/12, 1/18. Okay, for those other scale, you only need the boost to press on to the wet surface, left a mark. But for 1/6, I find that I have to do it the reverse way just to get everything set in. You know, I mean, with the size, with the width of this one, it's easier to do that. So, okay, so we go on to this one. Let me. Okay, this is actually the back side of this toilet paper, not tissue paper, toilet paper. Okay. Then of course, the barbed wire that we did live yesterday. Now for this bicycle, this piece of bicycle rod, bicycle spoke, sorry, I've also taken the liberty of adding some tree bark of from my box of items. Scrap off my bench top, things like this, the tree bark, and see if I have it or not. I think we'll need this later to do the sideboard. I think that's the only thin piece I have. Okay, nope. Okay, anyway, the bicycle rod. Okay, you can see the raw bicycle rod here. It extends from here to here. This part and this part is covered with a tree bark, but this part is actually covered by toilet paper. So with PVA. Okay. This part actually came a bit loose because it was not, the toilet paper that was not glued to each other, or as it dries, something funny happens. Okay, this one, yeah. Anyway, the things cover here and here. Here is not covered. Okay, can. The more I talk, the more confusion it is. So we'll get back to painting up the piece of toilet paper. Now for this diorama, it's basically all brown, various shades of brown. From I don't know. So again, I think my SOP is to go with green to offset a bit. Of course, I can go with this pencil gray, German gray, pencil gray, this stuff. But I think with gray, another problem will occur. It will be too off the shades I want. Okay, so one shade, two shade. Where is the other one? 3 shades. And of course, this one. So hopefully we'll not get to open all these bottles. And of course my DIY wash. So let's get going. Now for painting all this one, all this PVA tub and everything, it's not so much as you paint the thing as you wash the thing. Okay, give wash over it. So the piece of the loose one, right now, super glue. Okay, we'll wait a few seconds for this to dry. And we'll continue. So, dry enamel paints, you've seen it during the past week or so a few times. Reactivate it. This is an enamel paint, dry enamel paint. Okay. So maybe I pull you guys down for a closer look. Okay. Focus. Wait, maybe this one go down. I can see. I can check the camera angles too. Give me a few seconds. Okay. So, reactivate as I clean the ashtray. Okay. The lighter part goes to the outer edges, away from the light. Then we'll add some color over this one and then catch the shadow areas. See? It's applied more as a wash. Even this, I find that it's a bit too thick. This is my bottle of paintbrush cleaning solution. After the general area of the green, we'll go to making a rusty, the barbed wire rusty. This method is also the method. Right now I'm experimenting with painting his cups, like like the ones you saw on my computer screen just now. Previously, most of that was done with sanded water soluble color pencils. Sorry, I can't talk. Can't think and talk and work at the same time. After decades of working alone on my workbench, then having suddenly to do YouTube, and then there's a lot of things to learn on YouTube. Learn how to talk, get my workbench set up, my tiny workbench set up to take videos. All these mumbo jumbos. And I've yet learned to do any editing. This is why all these live raw session. Okay, so I've got it to a point. Something. Oh, I missed a bit. Okay, something like this. Okay, I need this few seconds for all this to more or less dry while I move on to the secondary color. And we do need to open a darker shade of green. I won't show you the number because it doesn't matter. It's just matte enamel paint. Enamel hardware store enamel thinner. I think I just got this thing from Tamiya last week. Is it last week or a few days back? Okay, more or less. Then we'll work from here. Okay, I think that's all I need. Provided it's thin enough. Okay, I'm not going for those, you know, the what we call perfect blending. Whatever I pick up from here will go on to here. Give me a second, huh? Oh no. I said you guys are so low, the handle of my selfie stick I got stuck. Okay, anyways. Oops. Hope the camera can catch this one. Okay, it's just like that. Hold the brush there. Let the tissue soak the paint onto the tissue paper. Then of course try to go for the shadow areas, the darker shadow areas. You know, under the folds. Then of course after all this one, maybe a straight black a very thin straight black wash to really bring out the shadows. And then we apply this rust over the barbed wire. Give it a few seconds to dry. Then go over it with rattle can matte varnish. I think later you guys will go for a roller coaster ride because I want to pull my selfie out of the selfie stick holder. I think maybe I'll do away with the rubber grip. Okay, so right now I think I'll call it good. Okay, I want to go for some lighter. I think I'll call it good. Yeah, I think I call it good. So we'll let this thing dry while I go on to making the barbed wire rusty. Of course you can leave it like that, but actually I'm going for the color and shades more than anything else. Okay, this thing, including the toothpick, one side. We can activate this thing later if needed. Okay. Yeah, hang on. I pull you guys out. Oh, no wonder. Okay. So we have got it to a stage, something like that. Okay, this one will, of course, after it's soaked in, dry. It will look somewhat different. Okay, then but take a note of the barbed wire is what I'm going after later. Okay, so I put you guys back on my this thing. Then we'll continue with the barbed wire. I think I'll do away with the handle. We got a bit of a light surgery here. I am cutting off the rubber tube, taking it off, and here it is. This is from my selfie stick, so hopefully this thing will still hold and I can get you guys closer, but will it stabilize? Okay, I think we are good. I think we will deal with this later. Okay, so for barbed wire, obviously you need to have some metallic or whatever it is inside. This is Daiso. Can focus. This is Daiso pen marker. Pen it's not those whiteboard marker or what. This one cost Singapore $2 at Daiso. Okay, you can activate this type of thing. Okay, this way, then cause the pen to flow out. It's actually the cheapest, most convenient way to get a silver. You don't really need silver. You don't really need silver in a 1/6. You'll be surprised how much silver you need in a 1/35. The tracks. the engine. I still haven't done this thing yet, which I think I'll take it and then I will do it one shot. I think we've done it one shot. Okay, some silver highlight to bring out the rust. Okay, I think we have enough. Now again, for weathering weapons, do not overdo it. Do not ever do it. You can do it on magazines, but not on the weapon itself. It's just, I tell you, if you do that in Facebook, you'll get a lot of comments from real guys, real guys, real soldiers, real special operators, special forces operators. They will be asking you, do you not ever maintain your weapon? How do you expect anyone to shoot and use a weapon like that? Believe me, I've seen lots of that in Facebook. Okay, it's actually to pick out the detail, but don't overdo it. Okay. The only area you can do it is actually the magazine and maybe the trigger group. Okay, so we got it to this stage. Next one is we start to rust it. This one temporarily we'll keep it here. I think silver and varnish is a two type of paint. I usually wash my brushes. Other than that, I usually don't bother. Okay, so going back to the rust. What should I use? Okay, we'll go for some brown. I won't show you what kind of brown. And of course, Tamiya how red. This is flat brown. Oh, what the heck. We'll do flat brown. Okay, again. Now for this type of toothpick, whenever I mention toothpick on my this is already as a wash. No. Whenever I mention toothpick on my workbench, it's not meant to pick tooth. It's mostly meant as a paint stirring stick. Now with this thing as a paint stirring stick, it's easy to make into a cigar. Okay, you just snip it off. Put some of this. Sorry, I get it away from the fan. I think we are out of gas. Okay, just snip it off. Okay, burn off the edges. Extinguish the flame. Okay, pull out some packing cotton. Okay, cut off the base. Some super glue. And just glue it on, and you have a smoking cigar. Okay, glue it on. Wait for the few seconds for it to dry, and then you pull off the what we call packing cotton, until you're happy with whatever smoke you end up with. Okay, until you're happy with ever smoke that you end up with. See, you have a cigar. Of course, you can add red paint, or in this case orange. Again, no, this is not Daiso. This is a Mitsubishi, those Uniball pen. This is orange. You can do something like that, and you end up with a piece of cigar and some super glue on your finger with, you know. So yeah. So in a few seconds, you can end up with a smoking cigar. See? Okay, so back to roasting the what? Roasting of this what we call bawaya. Okay, my new bottle of Tamiya Howrit FX9. For this one, I'm not going for this what we call a wash. This is going to be used as a paint. So the general rule of thumb is, from a new bottle, fill it up to a bit past the neck. Then you have basically the consistency that you want. But usually my rule of thumb is fill almost to the rim. That's for this brush painting. For airbrush, it's even thinner. Then as a wash, it's even thinner. So we'll start with something dark. Like, you don't have to be Tamiya Howrit. It could be a dark brown or something like that. The key is actually the orange. The orange in the rust. So wet the brush. Apply this one. Actually, for some guys, is the first color is darker than this one. It's actually black. Okay, do it. Not to paint the thing, but just to do it randomly. Then other colors, other what will go on. I think that's all we need. Okay, keep this thing. I do not like to have too much paint on my workbench, because there's a tendency of them are tipping over. You look at paints carefully. No. You look at rust carefully. There's more black and orange than browns. Give me a second. I really can't talk and think and concentrate at the same time. I still haven't learned the tricks of YouTube. Okay, if you have been through this my earlier videos, I purposely put a piece of something here. Then the same thing, I apply this silver over here, over something. This is something to simulate fencing. It was original, I think, nylon, a piece of green nylon. So we'll go to the next color. Yeah. Which is which one should I use? I think I'll use this one. But the parts that really gets me is fret red and fret yellow, which in the 2 years of me going to the Tamiya agent in Singapore, they don't have. Why? I don't know. 2 years. For the last 2 years. Okay, so this one also go randomly over. So after this one, I put you guys down, then have a shot of this what we call should I just stop talking? Have a shot of AR. You notice I still haven't do anything to the what we call machine gun yet. Because really don't ever overdo weathering on weapons. It does not happen in real life. Don't do it in scale. Okay, I put you guys down to take a closer look before Retacan matte varnish, and later on orange is applied over this one. I need the matte varnish. Actually, basically, it's actually for this what we call toilet paper. Okay. So right now, all the mumbo jumbo, including focus. Okay, so right now we have bob wire looking at it. Okay, so I cut off with the OK, and then we will go on to the Retacan matte varnish. Okay, I look out the window. Focus. Okay, Retacan. I don't think the machine gun need this one. Will just get in the way. Okay, get everything out. Yeah, this is actually my cat screen door. My pet cat audio. Okay, go over it. Yeah, I think I need more from this angle. Okay. Free up the nozzle. I bring you guys back. Okay, I bring you guys back. Oops.